This chick on the phone. Phone? Hang up. I'm on my way to go get milk. I don't know if y'all can see, but I got my styling pink backpack on my shoulder today. That's Stinky over here. You know, I think I talked to somebody one time that lived in this area, and because of the treatment plant is over there, certain times it gets real stinky, like noxious fumes, stinky. And they left this area because of that. Finally figured out that's the best way to keep gasoline from hitting your tank. So what a crazy day today. There was stabbing on UT campus here, and got a shooting up in Dallas. Just kind of a crazy day, man. Woo! What a day. And I thought I'd take this chance to kind of talk about that. We live in I don't know what's up with the stabbing thing. I can't speak to that. But the shooting thing, it's really not that uncommon once you think of, wow, look at all these people. What are these people doing? The reason I don't find shootings that surprising is because of the abundance, the availability of guns. I think there's something like 3 guns for every 1 person in America. Is that right? I don't know what the stats are, but I know that it's not hard to find a gun. It's not hard to find a gun at all. So, and you know, really when it comes down to it, the reason I don't have a gun is because I would use it. I would use it at some point, and I'm not always the coolest head. I just don't need that. I just don't need that around. I mean, I can appreciate guns, and if somebody was to take me to the range and we'd shoot guns, I'd do that. I mean, I think guns can be fun, but I know that they're dangerous too. And I sure as heck don't need guns around my kids. They were just playing with their Nerf guns and shooting each other in the face and crying about it. And I was, okay, you guys chose to do this. I told you no, whatever. So just examples of stuff, you know. So it doesn't surprise me that there was a shooting, because the availability of guns is just it's there. I mean, fortunately, we're not in a no man's land situation where he who has the biggest gun wins, but you know, we're not too far from that. I don't think. It's pretty through there. It's just kind of crazy, but part of that is that we just, for some reason, we're just very angry. We're a very angry society. We don't have any problems using violence to solve any issues that we have, and I see it day in and day out on YouTube. I mean, just the moto vloggers. There's always road rage, angry. Somebody cut me off. I gotta go show them that I did not appreciate that at all. You know, that kind of stuff. And that's just the society that we live in, I guess, you know. And I don't think that's, you know, as a Christian, that's not the way we should be. You know, I don't believe it, you know. I'm not going to say I don't get angry, I don't get mad, but, you know, we've got to get to a point where we're, you know, turn the other cheek. Don't take it personally. If somebody is hurting you, then it's not going to accomplish anything if you fight them back. I'm not saying you can't defend yourself, but yeah, I mean, we've gone way over the top. I was just reading about that shooting in Dallas. It started out as a dispute between neighbors, of all things. I mean, I understand getting upset with somebody, but man, chasing them down and shooting them, it's too much. You know, my favorite Bible verse is Luke 10:27. And that's the one that everybody thinks of when it says do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But the beginning of that verse is love God, love others. And I take that as a love God, love others. And if you can't love God, then love others. You know, if you're an atheist, like I think that verse applies to everybody. Just love everybody. Just love. It's not that difficult. And when I say love, I don't mean, you know, the typical romantic, erotic love that everybody thinks of when they say love. I'm talking about that love like you have for your brother and your sister, your mom, your dad, your kids. That love, you know, that acceptance. Oh, the world would be so much better if we could just do that. And I know, oh man, I know it's hard. I know it. So I watch it in my kids. My kids have to be right all the time. Oh, somebody got pulled over. I'm do a wheelie by them. Just kidding, I can't do a wheelie at speed. But, you know, my kids always have to be right. They always have to be first. They have to be better. And I guess from a competitive perspective, that's really good, but they're very negative about it. They don't help each other out as much as I feel like they should. You know, and so I see in that little microcosm of the world, you've got these two people, these kids. No one knows them as good as they know each other. No one is as close to them in relations, friends of blood or otherwise, than they are, but yet they can't even get along. Like, they are so much alike. They're more alike than anybody else on the planet, but they still can't get along. You know, so if these two people can't get along, then how are the rest of us going to be able to get along? You know, it's sad. It's almost defeating to think of it in that way. But we manage to get along with people every day. We manage to be friends. We manage to do good things for other people. And a lot of the times that's good things for other people when it's not even, there's nothing to gain from it. Like taking your neighbor a cake, or preparing a dinner for somebody, or just taking their trash out for them. There's no gain in that for you, typically. But it means a lot. I do not like riding with the sun like this. So yeah, even if you're not a Christian, you don't read the Bible, or whatever, love God, love others, and if you can't love God, then love others. Do what you can for other people. You turn that other cheek. It's not that hard to drop the pride and just suck it up. I mean, it might be embarrassing at times, but overall it's not that bad. And for God's sakes, please don't shoot anyone, Nerf gun or otherwise.